Hello everyone, my name is Nikki, and if you're a regular viewer of the TVI channel, you will know me as Mrs. TVI. I don't have a car, but I do have a GoPro and an interest in history, architecture, but more specifically, cemeteries. It's time to see where I am and what I'm getting up to in my corner of the TVI channel today. Hey everyone, long time no record. I am Nikki, Mrs. TVI. And today Andy and I have come out and we're at a place called Breedon. Okay, so we are in some absolutely beautiful countryside, Leicestershire,
yes,
if I'm right.
Indeed, Leicestershire.
And just so you can see, this is our current view. This is a view over towards Derby, and we are at Breedon Hill viewpoint. But we haven't come to see this view, as magnificent as it is. We've come to see something behind those trees. And what we have is a priory church on top of an Iron Age hill fort. So me and this dude,
That'll be me.
we're going to go and take a look around at Breedon Hill Priory. As we just walk towards the priory, I will apologise in advance. You may hear some sounds. The grass is being mown and the churchyard maintenance is taking place. So if you do have any difficulty with the sound, my apologies. But when the chaps are there busy keeping this place up to the mark, then, you know, we can't grumble, can we? But we'll just look at that. What an absolutely gorgeous, picturesque church. Stunning little place. Parish Church of St Mary and St Hardulf, the ancient site of Christian worship, founded as a monastery at 676 AD on the site of an Iron Age hill fort and refounded as an Augustine priory in the early 12th century. The church is normally open during the day and you're welcome to visit. So this is obviously very much still an active church. And just going over this little stile here, or footway. I'm in the older part of the sort of the church area because obviously of the noise of the chaps who are doing the work. We've got a viewpoint and we've got a golden jubilee torch. Apologies for the sun, it's very bright, so I'm just going to have a quick look here. First lighting of this beacon was for the Queen's Golden Jubilee, June 2002. It was then lit in 2005. The Diamond Jubilee, 70th anniversary of VE Day. So yeah, this is obviously quite a well used beacon. I'm just going to have a look and see what I can see over here. The sun is very bright this morning, so have a sweeping sort of panorama there. But yeah, I think we're definitely going to go take a look at this lovely looking church. So I'm just in the early section here, or the older sort of gravestones. There are one or two later graves in here. It sounds like that the workmen have about finished. So this is quite good. But what we're doing is we're heading up sort of, this is the area here, and on this path, and we're heading up towards trying to get into the church. The sign did say that it's open, so fingers crossed we'll be able to get in and take a look. I don't know if I've ever been in or knowingly been in a priory church before, so yeah, it'll be a bit of a voyage of discovery. So we've just come inside the church now, and there's lots to see in here, even just at first glance. We've got some shields. We've got a small kitchen area, a local map, some goldwork embroidery here, which is definitely up my street. That's beautiful. We've got lots of memorials on the walls. A red carpet. Font here. I think I found a war memorial, Andy.
Have you?
Yeah. As we go around here. List of vicars, priors, patrons, church wardens. And some stonework here as well, more memorials up on the wall. This is really, it's truly beautiful. I don't know, let's have a look. Can we get up there? Yeah, so here's a war memorial for both world wars. Men of Breedon who gave their lives. We've got a family tomb in here, Andy, by the look of things. So the Lady Chapel. And then here, some beautiful stained glass. Now, I'm sure that somewhere there'll be some information about this, but a family tomb in here with effigies on top. Let me just put my camera in. There's a plaque there on the wall, so I'm going to go have a look. But look at that, at the top. It's a huge tomb, that. Let's go back up the aisle and see if we can't get across and go take a look. Would it be through here? Yes, it would. There's another little private chapel there. So, in memory of, hold on, Robert late Earl Ferrers, who died 1787, and Catherine, Countess Ferrers. So there we go. So it looks like it's the Ferrers family vault. And then, what we got in here, Andy?
Down there, there's some...
No, in here.
I don't know,
It's like a little
I've not been
chapel.
in there yet.
Little private chapel. So some of the old pews. I don't quite like walking on the floor in here because it's a bit wibbly wobbly. But there we go. Right, let's come back across into the main section. And there's the organ. Up at the top you can see above this archway where the stones differ, where the roof's been heightened, the roof level's been heightened, just sort of here. Oh.
There's some Mercian crosses over there.
Yeah, I'm going to go and have a look.
7th century.
You always have to watch your footing in churches like this. What are these, did you say, Andy?
Mercian crosses, the 7th century.
Ah. So there's plenty to see actually, just in this little church really, isn't there?
Lots.
Yeah, it's certainly one of the more featureful churches that I've found actually. But yeah, it's gorgeous. Lovely little place. I'll go have a walk around outside, eh?
Sounds good to me.
So just at the back of the church, there's an aeroplane going into East Midlands. You can definitely see though when we take a look back. Let's just get on this lawn here. The different parts of this church and different times in which it was built, because you can see the original ending there, can't you?
Gable end, isn't it?
Gable end, and then obviously it's had the tower built. But yeah, it's a lovely little church. Quite like that.
Its original door looks like it's been bricked up as well.
Yeah, it would have been. I was surprised actually that we went in through such a small and unimaginative door really for a church of this size and this nature. Andy's just pointed out that a lot of these older headstones have the same shape and uniform sort of style to them. I wonder if that was some kind of request at one point, because even right over this side it's the same. The oblong, you know, mainly oblong marker stones.
And they're quite thin.
Yeah, they're not very thick at all. They're probably about what, 2 centimetres at the most.
A bit more, but
Yeah, about
certainly
an inch.
not the thickest gravestone I've ever seen.
No. I mean, when you compare it to something that's more modern, like this one, that is a lot wider than the original ones. But it shows you something though, when the original ones are still stood nice and tall, generally speaking haven't leaned or moved. But then we have some of the modern ones, the second you touch them they fall over. So I've just come to have a look at this. Now obviously this is a grouping of gravestones that are literally touching one another. We thought that they might be the same family, but it doesn't appear so. We've got some repeat names but not many, so I'm just wondering why these would be sort of put together in a corner like this. Maybe they were moved, maybe this is where they originally were, who knows. Is that long enough to get an interment there? But yeah, very close together. We don't often see that in an older cemetery. Only if it's somewhere that's really full, like, you know, for example Highgate, then you will see graves literally butted right up to one another like that. But there we go. Just had to cross through the modern section so to get there, so yeah, I'm going to have a quick look at the other bit and then I'll carry on my walk down to the village. So I think really that's all I can show you from this place.
What about this?
What about what? Oh yes, there's just this one tomb here, or this gravestone that's surrounded, and then I'm going to take a walk down into Breedon on the hill. So this grave is for Miriam Bertha Joyce. It looks like at some point it had a gate, or part of it's been had away. Is there a name on this side? Let's have a look. If there is, I can't read it. And that's quite a piece of ironwork there. But yeah, I think that's about all there is really from this place. So I'm going to walk down into Breedon on the hill and Andy's going to meet me there. Whether or not I'll come back or not, I don't know. But if I don't, thank you very much for watching. There's the Bostocks, Bostock Peg, another family enclosure here. Lots of stones and tombs all with the same style of marker. 1840, 1871, these are death dates. 1888, 1910. So just walking along the side of the cemetery here. I'm going to take a walk down a little footpath, stretch my legs and go on to the next. Just as I'm about to hit the footpath, I've just found some information about the Iron Age hill fort that was here. Do feel free to pause the video and have a read. Off I go. Another hill fort board here. So here's the church where we were. I've walked down this footpath and I'm now here at the midpoint. That is Breedon Priory. And I have just come out to another magnificent view. And as if it couldn't be any more perfect, there's even a bench for you to sit here and have a gaze at the gorgeous vista that we can see. Let's just have a perch on this here bench. That is the little village of Breedon on the hill. How lovely. I could sit here all day. So I've arrived at the bottom and I'm back with the mister, and I have to say I am wholeheartedly glad that I don't have to do that again. That was actually quite a steep hill coming down.
Was it?
Yeah, and I had to stop because there was actually a three-way split, so I had to stop and
check your map,
work out where I am. Yeah.
Well, you found your way down, and you were quite quick actually.
Yeah,
because all I did was drive around to do the intro to the Breedon episode, and that didn't take me very long. So you were actually quite fast.
Good.
So, you know, I'm quite happy about that.
Right, so it's time for me to sign off on this one and leave Andy to carry on with the main Breedon video. So yeah, there are a couple of extra shots for you, Andy, so get those in. But
okay.
Yeah, so
fair enough, no problem.
I've now come out. That was the footpath that I've just come out of, and yeah, see you on the next one.